What is going on, guys? Jacobrdoty here, back from another vlog, and I really appreciate you guys' patience on my next upload. It's finally out. I got kind of busy with school and some work stuff, and I went out of town for a bit, working on a really cool project, so hopefully I can share a little bit of that in the future. We're hopping right into the Mustang mods. I got a couple products in. Let me show you guys what I got. Right here, these are real Alcantara shift and e-brake boots with yellow stitching, and we're gonna install those on my 2013 Mustang, as you can see, with the black and yellow theme all around. These parts are real Alcantara, and it's from a company called Redline Goods. You can go to their website. They have tons of different products and different things that you can customize for your car. If you just click to the Mustangs, you can see the e-brake boots, steering wheel covers. I mean, you can get your entire steering wheel rewrapped with that stuff. Go check them out below. I'll have the link in the description. I think you guys are gonna find some stuff on there that you guys really like, and it might tie your entire car together. Now that school's back in session, I don't really get to drive it nearly as much as I'd like. How's that MGW feeling? Oh, it's still so nice, so crisp. I love it. This whole area is about to get a makeover. As you can see, this little chrome ring is actually like popped down, so I'll need to re-glue it to the trim. This happened whenever the hydro dip happened. By the way, guys, this is hydro dip, not real carbon. Obviously, you can't hydro dip this part, so no big deal. It's got to pop off anyways. We're gonna change this part out, and then we're also gonna change out the e-brake boot right here, which is like this faux kind of old school, like it just reminds me of like 90s thin leather jackets. I don't know why. The first step is to pop open your console, open your cup holder, and then kind of lift. I might need two hands, but you're gonna lift on this part and this part at the same time, and this whole piece should undo itself. Just make sure you unplug these little switches. Oh yeah, and I guess I should remove this right off the bat, so that way that doesn't become a problem. Nice thing is I have a little tripod thing now, so that's cool. Just like that, pops right up. Just kind of slide it out, pull it up, slide it out. There's the last clip. Make sure you unplug your traction control like that. Oh, my whole entire shift and e-brake boot stayed on the freaking thing. All right, well, I can see where the glue used to be. For the e-brake boot, you just kind of pry up on the back and it'll pop off. I hope. Yeah, this is kind of stretchy near the end, so you just kind of stretch that up over and this whole thing should come off. Come on, baby. There we go. Easy. So that one's off now. We're gonna go ahead and pull these inside just because we're gonna have better lighting in there, and then we'll start working on the Alcantara boots. Check out this super sick custom granite workbench. I'm just gonna start working on this here because I don't have a workbench outside. But looks like we're just gonna separate these tabs. Looks like the shift boot is kind of sandwiched in between there. So let's go ahead, I'll start playing with this and let you guys know what I find. Same kind of thing with interior pieces. I just don't want to brute force anything. Taking my time not to snap these. It's like that, you can see it's nice and, it's pretty flimsy. Oh, this one's already broken, so this is not me. Just letting you guys know, that's not me. There it goes. And that's it. So now the chrome is separated from this. Here are my findings. It looks like this is just glued on. You can use a set of needle nose pliers like I have right here. And I'm trying to just pulling up along this trim, and you can see it lifts away. I don't intend on reusing this one. Obviously I have an Alcantara one coming in. So I'm not being the most gentle, but I would say this is our best method moving forward. Also in the instructions it says if you're using this factory shift knob, you want to keep this ring. So I'm gonna see how hard it is to pry this thing out, and we'll see what all we can do here. So that's the inside piece. It's like a little ring, and that's what was holding all of this in and why it was so tough. So there it goes. So I just did a quick test fit and found out I was actually doing this completely wrong. Check this out. This one, which is smaller, is actually for the shift boot, and this giant one, which I put on for the shift boot, is actually for the e-brake boot. That explains why this one only has yellow on one side and this one has both yellow to match the stock. Just peeled it off, gonna retry it again. That's the beauty of super glue, or not using super glue, but using hot glue, is it's really easy to work with. So we're gonna go ahead, try this again. This is actually fail number 2. This I had in backwards. Basically, I need to take this all off, flip it, put it back on. I didn't think doing a little freaking shift boot was gonna be this much trouble, but maybe it's because I'm tired and not paying attention. I had a full day of class. I had class from basically 10 o'clock to 8:30. So that's a long day, but I'm gonna get this done. I know it's just gonna take patience. I should put on some music and just get to work. I'm not gonna show every step because I think you guys kind of get the gist. It's a lot of hot gluing, a lot of me messing up. So I'll just show you how to do it right when it's all done and put into place. This is what we're looking like now. What's funny is I put on music and just kind of relaxed, took a deep breath, and this took maybe 6 minutes, like 2 songs in, we're good to go. So I flipped it all the way around, re-glued it after peeling it off. Everything's good to go. As you can see, the long side is on this back side. We're gonna go test this out. Fingers crossed, I hope this is the right one, then we'll move on to the e-brake. So far this is looking a lot more promising. I'm gonna pull this down, spin that. Probably use 2 hands real quick. Hey-oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Now it lets me shift all the way. Oh yep, that's the way it's supposed to be. So we're good to go on that. We have this in there. As you can see, this thing is looking beautiful. Now we're gonna move on to the e-brake boot, which is right here, and get it matching. So yes, this is a success after a couple of fails, but now you guys know what to do. The long side needs to go on the back side. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but it's all a learning experience, and this is looking sick. So subtle, totally worth it. When I was first interested in this mod, I didn't see any videos on it online, so I am the first, I guess, to do this and have a nice detailed write-up on it, or at least video. So, I mean, it's all a learning experience. I'm having fun while doing it. I know I'm gonna make mistakes along the way, but these aren't irreversible things, and I'm taking my time learning and doing it right. And it's gonna help you guys too. So now you know exactly what not to do and what to do whenever you're installing your own shift boot from Redline goods. So now we're gonna move on to the e-brake boot and see if I learned my lesson on this. This is that fake pleathery stuff, so we're improving it, going with the Alcantara with the yellow stitching. But we're gonna take note of the orientation. As you can see, the stitching goes on the back side. There's like another stitch and a line right here on the front, which this one has the same. So we're just gonna make sure we have the orientation correct, but it's the same thing where you have to peel it off of these little glue marks, and we're gonna get started. So this took all of, again, probably 6 minutes, just going from the back all the way around to the front and then down the side. We're gonna go ahead, snap this in and see if it worked out. Again, we're just using hot glue gun, patience, and a little bit of relaxation and learning. So I made sure the orientation was right this time, and hopefully we're getting rid of this little pleather crap. So let's go throw it in the car and see how it looks. Here it is in the car, snapped right in. This just goes into that little groove where it tightens in. It goes up and down just like how it should. Looks great. Matches the shift knob one perfectly. So this shift boot, e-brake boot, these things are pretty sick. This is really high quality. I did upgrade to the real Alcantara, which was like 50% more. Totally worth it because I guess the durability and the UV resistance, especially in California, this is basically a must-have.
Do it your coin. We gon' try to spread some love with it. Spread some love. We gon' try to spread some love. Ain't nobody got to know. Buy your water by the jug. I'm the plug. What you want, what you need, not the hate. If you hate a nigga, don't. Now spread love, spread love, spread love, spread love, spread love, spread love.
This was quite the learning experience. I didn't see any videos on YouTube of how to use the Redline Goods shift boot with the Mustang GT, so consider this the first one. The thing I learned is that you definitely want to see the orientation of the part as you're taking it off, so that way you know exactly how it goes back on, because that would have saved me probably a good 30 minutes in the beginning. But it's really not that hard. Your center console pops out, you just glue it after tearing off the old one, and you just pop it all back in, and it really does make the car look sick. I do want to give a big shout out to Redline Goods. I did message them about the pros and cons of actually going with a real Alcantara versus the Suede or the Faux Alcantara. They said the Alcantara, the actual name brand one, lasts longer and it has more durability, so I went with that. I think it was worth it. I'll have the link down below to the exact ones that I got from Redline Goods, so you guys can get the same thing for your car. Again, they have so many different products. They do armrests, they do steering wheel covers, like fully wrap your steering wheel, shift boots, automatic shift boots, e-brake boots, all kinds of stuff. Like I said before, lots of mods to come on this Mustang, as well as my mom's Mustang, the Sterling Gray one. So if you guys enjoyed, please give this video a big thumbs up. So if you guys enjoyed, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.